Rap and hip-hop music, born in the streets of New York City during the 1970s, have become two of the most influential and globally pervasive cultural movements of the 20th and the 21st centuries. These genres, which began as underground artistic expressions of marginalized communities, have since evolved into dominant forces in global popular culture. With their unique blend of rhythm, poetry, and storytelling, rap and hip-hop have shaped the way music, fashion, language, and even politics are understood around the world. Here, we explore the origins of rap and hip-hop music, their evolution over decades, and their lasting impact on both the music industry and society. The story of rap and hip-hop begins in the Bronx, New York City, in the late 1970s. Hip-hop, as a cultural movement, emerged from the convergence of several urban influences, including African American and Latino cultural traditions, as well as the growing influence of disco, funk, and soul music. The genre's four key elements, rapping or MCing, DJing, graffiti art, and breakdancing, developed alongside each other in the streets, clubs, and parks of the Bronx. But it was the combination of these elements that would define hip-hop culture. The first and most significant element in the birth of hip-hop music was the role of the DJ. DJ Kool Herc, a Jamaican-born immigrant, is widely credited as the pioneer of hip-hop music. In 1973, Kool Herc began experimenting with mixing records at block parties using two turntables to extend the instrumental breaks in funk and soul tracks, creating a repetitive, danceable rhythm. This technique, known as breakbeat DJing, became the foundation for hip-hop music. Herc's use of the break allowed people to dance for longer periods, especially in a style known as breakdancing, which also emerged as part of the hip-hop culture. Herc's block parties attracted large crowds, but it was his introduction of the toasting technique, talking or chanting over the beat, that led to the development of rapping. Toasting, which had roots in Jamaican dub music and sound system culture, involved rhythmic speech or storytelling, often in a boastful, poetic style. This practice quickly transformed into the modern form of MCing, where the DJ's instrumental breaks provided the backdrop for a rapper's vocal performance. The role of the MC expanded from simply introducing the DJ to becoming a central figure in the creation of hip-hop music, with rappers beginning to develop their own lyrical styles, themes, and wordplay. During the late 1970s and early 1980s, hip-hop music remained primarily a local phenomenon in New York City, with small, tight-knit communities of DJs, MCs, and breakdancers driving the scene. Early rap music was largely party-oriented, with lyrics focusing on dancing, having fun, and boasting about one's skills. The genre began to gain some national attention in 1979 with the release of Sugar Hill Gang's Rapper's Delight, which is often credited as the first commercial rap hit. The song, produced by Sylvia Robinson and her label Sugar Hill Records, became a chart-topping success, introducing the world to the idea of rapping as a mainstream art form. Following Rapper's Delight, the early 1980s saw the rise of several important groups and figures who helped shape the sound and style of rap music. Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five released The Message in 1982, which marked a departure from the party-centric lyrics of early rap songs. The Message was a socially conscious song that addressed the struggles and harsh realities of urban life, including poverty, crime, and the challenges facing young people in inner-city neighborhoods. This track is often considered one of the first examples of conscious rap, a subgenre of rap music that addresses political, social, and economic issues. At the same time, Run DMC emerged in the early 1980s, bringing a more aggressive, street-oriented style to hip-hop. Their debut album, 1984, and follow-up, King of Rock in 1985, helped solidify rap's place in the mainstream. fusing hip-hop with rock influences and making rap music a more commercially viable genre. They were among the first to embrace the visual style of hip-hop, with iconic fashion choices such as Adidas sneakers and leather jackets, and the collaboration with rock group Aerosmith on the song Walk This Way in 1986 further blurred the lines between rap and rock, helping to bring hip-hop to a wider audience. The late 1980s and 1990s are often considered the golden age of hip-hop, a period during which the genre expanded in complexity, diversity, and creativity. During this time, hip-hop music began to branch into various subgenres, and different regional scenes started to emerge. The rise of independent record labels, the development of sampling technology, and the increasing sophistication of rap production techniques all contributed to this explosion of creativity. One of the key figures in this period was Public Enemy, whose politically charged lyrics and hard-hitting beats made them one of the most influential hip-hop acts of the era. Their 1989 album, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back, was groundbreaking for its revolutionary sound and its sharp critique of American society, touching on issues of race, inequality, and police brutality. Songs like Fight the Power became anthems of resistance and empowerment. Meanwhile, NWA, a group from Compton, California, helped introduce gangster rap to mainstream audiences. Their 1988 album, Straight Outta Compton, was a raw, unfiltered depiction of life in the streets of Los Angeles, focusing on themes of police brutality, inner-city violence, and social unrest. NWA's controversial and unapologetic lyrics caused widespread debate, but also established rap music as a powerful vehicle for social commentary. At the same time, A Tribe Called Quest, De La Soul, and the Jungle Brothers were at the forefront of the Native Tongues movement, which embraced a more positive Afrocentric approach to hip-hop, blending jazz, funk, and soul influences. Their music was marked by complex lyricism and creative production, offering an alternative to the gritty hardcore style of gangster rap. In the 1990s, hip-hop expanded beyond its New York City roots, with West Coast rap and Southern rap gaining prominence. Artists like Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and Tupac Shakur helped popularize West Coast rap, while Outkast, Scarface, and Master P brought Southern rap to the forefront. The 1990s also saw the rise of East Coast-West Coast rivalry, a feud that played out publicly between hip-hop icons like Notorious B.I.G. and Tupac. The 1990s also saw the continued evolution of hip-hop production, with the use of samples and beat-making becoming more intricate. Producers like DJ Premier, RZA, Dr. Dre, and the Neptunes revolutionized hip-hop production, creating unique soundscapes that influenced not only rap music, but also mainstream pop and R&B. The 2000s and 2010s marked a shift in the hip-hop landscape, as rap music transitioned from an underground, rebellious art form to a dominant force in mainstream music. The genre's commercial success reached new heights, with rappers such as Jay-Z, Kanye West, Lil Wayne, and Eminem becoming global superstars. Kanye West's 2004 album, The College Dropout, is often credited with pushing the boundaries of rap production, blending elements of soul, orchestral music, and electronic beats with traditional hip-hop. As hip-hop became more mainstream, it also began to diversify. Trap music, with its heavy use of 808 drums, dark melodies, and themes of street life, became hugely popular, with artists like Future, Migos, and Young Thug leading the charge. Meanwhile, Drake popularized the fusion of rap and R&B, blending melodic hooks with rap verses and creating a new hybrid sound that dominated the charts. At the same time, the rise of social media and streaming platforms like SoundCloud and YouTube allowed a new generation of independent artists to emerge. Artists like Lil Uzi Vert, Lil Yachty, and XXXTentacion embraced experimental sounds and subverted traditional hip-hop norms, bringing new styles such as emo rap and mumble rap into the spotlight. In recent years, hip-hop has continued to evolve, with its influence now firmly entrenched in popular music worldwide. From K-pop collaborations to the integration of rap into global music festivals, hip-hop's impact is global, transcending cultural, racial, and linguistic boundaries. Rap and hip-hop music have undergone a remarkable evolution since their birth in the 1970s, growing from a localized expression of urban youth culture into a global cultural force. From the DJ Kool Herc block parties to the modern-day internet-driven scene, hip-hop's journey has mirrored changes in society, technology, and politics. It has remained a powerful tool for artistic expression and social commentary, while continually evolving to reflect new trends, challenges, and cultural movements. Today, rap and hip-hop are not just genres of music. They are cultural movements that have reshaped the way we think about identity, race, class, and society.